Apparently, Ted Cruz spoke at the Republican National Convention. And Ted Cruz is a Republican man who had wanted to run for president. He tried, but Donald Trump kicked him out of the water. And so he didn't succeed. As a result of that, during the primaries, Ted Cruz got angry at Donald Trump, and Donald Trump started calling him names, like lying Ted, right? And then apparently Donald talked about his wife and his father. And you don't talk about a man's wife. It's like talking about his mama. And they signed a pledge that whomever should win, they all would support that person. And as you know, it ended up being Donald Trump. And Jeb, Ted, and the guy from Ohio refused to sign the, what's his name? Kasich. Refused to sign the pledge. They didn't keep their word. And Kasich didn't even show up for the convention, right? In his own hometown. He could have walked over there. But the point is, I want to mention the anger aspect of it, in that Ted Cruz ended up really making a fool of himself at the convention. And he made a fool of himself because he did not forgive. He got angry during the primary. He held on to that anger. He did not forgive. So he went to the convention, and I'm sure he and his wife and his daddy, maybe his dad and others had talked prior, right? And he went to the convention angry. And rather than going there and doing the right thing, he went and did not support Donald Trump, and he got booed. He was booed. Ooh, get out of here. And his wife was on the floor, and she started having a fit about the people booing him, so they had to carry her out. And so as a result of that, for now, it looked as though Ted Cruz has really hurt his own career by doing something like that, not keeping his word. And Ted Cruz claimed to be a Christian. So you would expect more from the Christian. At least keep your word, if nothing else, right? Keep your word. But he may have ended up destroying his own career. And the point is, when you're angry, you end up making a fool of yourself, because your father, the devil, never stopped talking to you. In anger, he's always feeding you ideas. And if you're angry, all angry people are blind and they can't see. So it looked like what he's telling you, or telling Ted, is the right thing to do. And so I can imagine Satan telling Ted, you know what, go there, be nice, say all these good things in the beginning, and then hit it with it by telling the folks to vote your conscience and don't support. And he's like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to do that. Because when you're angry, the lie makes sense. So he went there and he followed that. And so I was talking to James, my producer. I'm like, let's kind of look at his history, Ted Cruz's history with his father and mother. And apparently when Ted was around 3 or 4, I believe 3 or 4, his father left for a period of time, left the family. And so that tells me that Ted Cruz has a hang-up with his father and with his mother that he has not worked out yet. He is not forgiven. He is not overcome. And that's why Satan was able to convince him to do such a crazy thing, to even represent Christianity in a negative way. Because a lot of folks were supporting Ted Cruz because they liked the fact that he was a Christian. They said, oh, he's a Christian, a man of God. He's against abortion. He stood up against the rest of the representatives. They loved this man because he was a Christian, right? But he didn't represent Christianity that day, because Christians do not hold grudges. They don't even remember your past. They don't remember what happened to them. They don't remember if you did them wrong or not. A real Christian don't remember that. But Ted remembered. He held on to it, and it nearly destroyed him. And that's bad for several reasons. It's going to hurt him in the long run, and it's a bad example for Christianity, because a whole lot of folks are being turned away from Christianity right now because of the way Christians are acting. Not all, but the way they're acting. And that's why the Bible said, honor your parents. Parents, don't cause your children to resent. 99.99.9% of parents are causing their children to resent.